Let's talk a little bit about why you would use the GX-7 X Metal. It's shorter, it's smaller. Most people would say, well, that's not right. I need a longer club to hit it longer, and that's just not the case.
No, it absolutely isn't. The compact head design and all the technology we've been talking about with the 7-iron front sole, the relief that's back here, you got the tungsten weight in the back that helps you get the club in the air, or gets the ball in the air.
Yeah.
Well, it might even help it get it in the air if I wanted to throw it too, with all that design back there. It might carry a little more when you throw it down the fairway.
Aerodynamically, if you hit the golf ball, this club's going to be smaller, so it's going to be going through the air a lot quicker than this, you know, a 460 cc head. So that's going to make up for some of the length that you lose, the club head speed there. You've got all kinds of characteristics that are helping you here. The ball's going to be landing in the fairway because you're going to be more accurate, which means you get more roll. You're going to hit it in the center more often because it's a shorter club and it's easier to control.
Well, we think so much about launch angle. We talk about launch angle, launch angle, launch angle. The higher it goes, is it really going to go farther? Well, it doesn't go farther if you overspin it. It goes and floats in the air. This club doesn't do that. It launches and tumbles and carries and chases down the fairway. Maybe the total distance on the fly might not be there, but it's where they are. I don't care where my ball flies to. If I'm walking 5 yards past you, Carl, to hit my shot, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
it is a good thing.
It's a good thing if you're walking past your buddies, and it's also a good thing if you're in the fairway. But the greatest thing about it is when you look down at it. When you put it behind the ball and you look down at it and look how good it looks and how confident you can be because you're looking down and you see such a great looking club, it's just a lot easier to hit. We're going to do some demos here, swinging at 85 miles an hour. We're going to try and stick in that range so you can see the different launch characteristics. This one's going to go much, much higher, and it's going to be much more consistent with left and right. I'll hit a couple of drivers real quick here, DP. I'm going to hit some shots about 85 miles an hour with this traditional driver, and this driver head is gigantic, 460 cc's. That doesn't always mean better. So 85 miles an hour here. And you can see that ball just take off really low, didn't have a whole lot of spin on it, had a lot of side spin on it, didn't have a lot of back spin on it, which means that's gonna go low, it's gonna land in the rough, and it's not gonna roll. Hit one more here with the traditional giant headed driver, 85 miles an hour.
The higher lofts on this club is going to make it want to go straighter, guys. I mean, that's the bottom line. It's like anything. We talked about it before. Do you hit a 7-iron straighter than you hit a 4-iron? Do you hit it more consistent? I mean, that's the issue that we've got here. Carl knew with this big driver, it's funny, I saw it in the golf, so we could even slow it down, that he knew at that speed that he had to kind of hang back a little bit and help it in the air because it doesn't give you anything in the golf club to help him. He didn't do it on purpose. It's just he knew that he needed to do that to try to get it to go in the air, and that's the problem.
If I take that traditional driver and swing at my normal 110 miles an hour, I'm okay with 9 degrees. But if you swing at 85 miles an hour, this is made for you. This is what we're doing here. We're trying to create your swing speed to show you the launch differences here, okay? Same speed there as the traditional driver, 85 miles an hour or so. And that ball's 20 feet higher.
And 20 feet's a lot. When you TrackMan is like, it's the moon, it's lunar, it really is. And that shaft that you're using right there, that's your shaft. That is not a shaft that promotes a high launch, is it? It doesn't have a kick, help it get in the air.
No, this is actually a shaft to keep the ball down and to keep the spin down. So all of you guys that are under 100 miles an hour will be using more of a shaft like this where you've got the kick point a little bit further down here. That's going to help it get up in the air even more. We already know this club doesn't overspin, so now we've got the launch that we want. It's going to be tumbling out there. So I'm going to swing just under 100 miles an hour here and see if see what happens. This one's going to go really high.
This is the first time you've ever hit it too. Wow. You've never hit that club before.
I haven't. That is money right there. It's just so much easier to hit. I mean, there's no reason to go spend so much money on a driver that's not right for you. You've got something finally built for you. So much easier to hit.
There's not any effort in that swing. Well, you guys, it seems like the average amateur has such a big effort when they try to hit a driver. It's ridiculous how much effort there is there. This club gives you all the effort. The effort's in the club. You don't have to make that big, heavy, hard swing. Why in the world would you not want to swing it like a 7-iron and hit it like a driver? Are you kidding me? Doesn't make sense, does it?
GX-7 X Metal.